माशाल्लाह इस वक्त मस्जिद अक्सा में हूँ. This is the entrance to the mosque. Last night there was a lot of problems in the West Bank, and I thought it might be a little bit difficult coming in, but alhamdulillah I managed to get in with a little bit of difficulty, but still I arrived early for that reason. But I got here, alhamdulillah. As you can see, it's a little bit empty, but that's because I got here early. So इस वक्त खुतबा हो रहे हैं.
من صلى العشاء في جماعة لا يؤذن لا يتعلق عليه.
Hi everybody, this is Ali from Awaz Radio, and I'm here live on broadcast from Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem, and right now is almost time for Salatul Jummah. As you can see, there's not a lot of people around at the moment. That's because there was a shooting, an incident yesterday in West Bank, and we're expecting that there will be some problems here. There was a little bit of problems for me getting here this morning, but I came here early because I wanted to make sure that we get inside. So inshallah I'll be doing a live broadcast from here in Ahmad Science show in 10:30 to 12:30 UK time, so do stay tuned, and I'm going to try and do a live broadcast on video chat as well as on the radio. So stay tuned, and inshallah we'll be going live. Right now is the khutbah happening at Masjid Aqsa. The time for Salatul Jummah here is at 11:30 in the morning. So I got here. Time now is, what's the time now? It's 11 o'clock, so another half an hour. Yeah, stay tuned, and I will be going very soon to Salatul Jummah. Hi to all my family and all my friends. Hi to Ahmad Sai, I know you're watching. Good morning to you up there. Hi to Daniel San, who's watching. Hi to you all. Yeah, so this is Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem. I'm gonna go in a little while, so see if I can get in. Salam Daniel San, how are you? Hi to Samuel from Nuffield. Good morning to you. I'm gonna go inside. This is Damascus, Jerusalem. Daniel San, this is Jerusalem in Masjid Aqsa, Dome of the Rock, as you know it in English. It's getting a little bit busy now. I'm gonna find my way in now.
عندما نكون في حالة حب وألفة نعتصم. عندما نعتصم تصبح لدينا عصمة وثقة قوة. واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا.
Salam Daniel San. I'm in Jerusalem at the Dome of the Rock. This is the main entrance. Looks like the ladies' entrance there. So I'm walking around. The main entrance is As you can see, there's a lot of security around at the moment, so not very safe outside, but inside it's okay. What you're listening to is the khutbah, which is the sermon before the Friday prayers. Just another entrance. Khurram Nisar, good morning to you. This is one of the main gates. Entrance gates to the compound. Slowly is getting busy. Behind me you can see a lot of people coming in, and they're not letting a lot of tourists in at the moment. I'm walking around the complex. So for anybody who didn't hear me first time, I'm going to be doing a live call from here, from Jerusalem, in the compound of Masjid Aqsa in Ahmad Science Show. And do stay tuned. Samad, good morning to you, welcome. I'm at Jerusalem in Masjid Aqsa compound. This is Ali from Awaz Radio, bringing you live broadcast from Jerusalem. What you're hearing right now is the khutbah, which is the Friday sermon before the Friday prayers. Amir Ali, welcome to you. You're tuned in to me, Ali, here at Masjid Aqsa, broadcasting live to Awaz Radio. A warm welcome to you. Amir Ali, yes, inshallah, I will pray for you. I will pray for everybody. It's really quite emotional being here right now. But alhamdulillah, I made it. It was a little bit difficult getting in.
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد حتى يوم سيدنا محمد. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا واسرافنا في امرنا وثبت اقدامنا وانصرنا.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can go inside.
والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.
I'm walking inside now. Say again.
After pray.
After pray.
Yeah. Now men pray out down and
I'm going for pray.
what?
I want to pray.
Not now. Pray down. After Al Jum'ah pray you can enter inside. Pray down.
Okay, so as you can see, they stopped me from going inside the mosque at the moment until after the prayers. So I have to go downstairs for the prayers and see if I can go in. Mansoor, good morning to you. I'm going to see if I can go in through one of the other gates. If I can't get in at this time, then I will get in after the Jummah prayers. The prayers are going to be down that way, so I'll be going inside in a minute. Now, as you can see, there's security behind me. You can see, so I can't get in until after the prayers, unfortunately. But I will be getting in soon. Hi to Kevin Scott. You're watching Good morning to you as well. If you haven't heard me from the beginning, I'm at Masjid Aqsa, which is in Jerusalem, and it was a little bit difficult getting in this morning, but I managed to get in. I came here early, so I'm just gonna go off to prayers, Friday prayers, and then I will come back online, come back live. And if you're tuned into Awaz 99.8 FM on 99.8 FM in Southampton and DAB Digital in South Hampshire, then do stay tuned to my side program, and I will be broadcasting live from there. Good morning to Chris Ryder, you've just joined us. Good morning. What are you doing up so early? Wow, it's 9 o'clock for you, it's too early. Okay, so I'm heading down the stairs into the main mosque. I found a few people who are from the UK, as you can imagine. I'm just walking down the stairs. Heading towards the prayer area right now. Masjid Aqsa is behind me. The Dome of the Rock is behind me. So the main mosque complex is just in front of the Dome of the Rock. That's the entrance to the main mosque, as you can see behind me. Heading inside to the mosque now. It's the main entrance to the mosque, and the dome right there behind me. Hope you can see it. Yeah. Shah Khalid, welcome. Yes, inshallah, I will do dua for you as well. It's the main entrance to the mosque. I know what you're all thinking is like, get into the mosque and show us, but I'm going, honestly. There you go. Let's take off my shoes. I don't know if they're going to be there when I get back, but hey, Bismillah. Now inside the mosque. It's quite busy inside, as you can see. I'm gonna try and get a front row seat. Nadim Chaudhry, welcome to you. In Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem. And you are listening to the khutbah. Nadia, it's so emotional to be here. Masjid Aqsa. Abdul Rumail, good morning to you. I'm inside Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem. You can see the time on the clock. I missed the clock. There you go. It's 11:15. Well, my arm is getting tired as well. So behind me you can see the Imam. You can see the Imam of the mosque. Nadeem Chaudhry, of course, I will do dua for everybody. Samira Malik, welcome. Okay. Take a seat. You're welcome, Samira Malik, thank you. This is Masjid Aqsa inside Jerusalem. I'm going to be doing a live broadcast to Ahmad Zain program at 10:30 to 12:30 on Awaz Radio. So do stay tuned. Inshallah. Samira, thank you so much. I will be doing dua for everybody, inshallah. Rahi Bains, welcome to you. Great to see you here. It's inside Masjid Aqsa. Okay, guys, I'm gonna switch off for a bit because I need to save my phone battery for the program later on. But yes, inshallah, I will be doing dua for everybody. You know what? I got stopped about 6 times today, but mashallah, I got in. What you're hearing right now is the khutbah, which is the sermon before the prayers. Okay guys, switching off now because I need to save the phone battery, and also I will be calling in during Ahmad Zain program. That's 10:30 to 12:30 on Awaz 99.8 FM in Southampton and DAB Digital in South Hampshire. Samira Malik, yes, I will be videoing outside too straight after Salatul Jummah because I'm going to be going inside the dome. Inside the Dome of the Rock, so stay tuned, keep me short while. Prayer is going to be in about 20 minutes, the Friday prayers, and then straight after that I'll be going to the Dome of the Rock, which is just across outside, and then after that I'll do a live call from here to the radio, so do stay tuned. Until then, bye. Hi everyone, so I've just finished at Masjid Aqsa. Hold on, where am I? Hi everyone, so I've just finished at Salatul Jummah in Masjid Aqsa. I'm now gonna go inside the Dome of the Rock if they would allow me. I'm not sure because people are just starting to come out. So I'll probably wait a little bit before I can go in, but I'm going to try again through the main entrance at the other side, and then I will be making a live call to Ahmad Zain program on Awaz FM 99.8 FM and across the globe on awazfm.co.uk. Wajahad, good morning to you. Welcome. You're watching me here in Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem, live on the Awaz radio. I'm just going in to Dome of the Rock. If I can get in, I'm not sure. Wassalam. I'm not sure if I can get in at the moment. I'm gonna keep walking around until I can go see one of this. So as soon as I can get in, I will come back live. Well, I'm gonna stay live, but I'm walking around to see if I can go in to one of the entrances. At the moment, all the ladies are coming out after the Jummah prayers. So let's try this one, if we can get in. I think this one is where all the ladies are going in. Can't tell you guys going in that side. Keep going round. It's a bit difficult going in with everybody just finishing Jummah. Inshallah, I've done dua for everyone. Mujahid, thank you so much for your message. Zahir Saab, good morning to you. You're watching me in Masjid Aqsa live, and I'm gonna try and go inside the Dome of the Rock if I can. Let's try this entrance. I think we have to wait until people come out. Let's try one of the other entrances. I can see people waiting to go in, but I don't think they're going in at the moment because there is a lot of people coming out at the moment. Inshallah, Zahir, thank you so much for your message. I done dua for everybody. I just come out of Masjid Aqsa, Salatul Jummah prayers. And okay, let's try this exit. See if I can go in this way. I'm gonna try and go in this side.
Abla nerede? Gelecek mi?
I'm just going in. Karan bhai, good morning to you. You're watching me inside Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem. I'm now inside the main mosque in the Dome of the Rock. This is inside the Dome of the Rock. You can see. Subhanallah. I'm walking inside the Dome of the Rock. I'm gonna see if I can get a close up. This is the Dome of the Rock. This is the rock inside. Good morning, Karan bhai. You're watching me inside the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. Okay, I have to go back out now because I think I'm being followed. Muhammad Mosadek, good morning to you. Inside the Dome of the Rock that you're watching was FM, bringing you live coverage from Jerusalem inside Masjid Aqsa. Sorry, this is really emotional. Okay. MashaAllah. Good morning, George. Welcome. You're watching me in Jerusalem. I'm inside the Dome of the Rock. I'm going to head back out. Okay. Right, if you guys are tuned in, then I'm going to do a live call now to Awaz Radio, and you can hear me live on 99.8 FM and the Nakhma Sign program. So tune in, and I'll be doing a live call from there, and inshallah hope to be talking to you all guys pretty shortly. Stay tuned. Bye. Right, welcome back guys. So here I am back in the courtyard of Masjid Aqsa, and behind me you can see the main mosque of Masjid Aqsa. In front of me you have the Dome of the Rock, which I'll be going into in a minute, and Hamza will explain a little bit more about the significance of that as well. What you see behind me now is one of the gates that was built during the Byzantine time. Ali Akhlaq, hi to you. Nice to see you online, and thank you for the wave. Yeah, so that's where I'm heading to right now, and we're going to be joined by Hamza. Who else is that? Karan bhai, good morning to you. Hello, welcome back. Welcome to Jerusalem live. And I am going up to Masjid Aqsa, which is, well, Masjid Aqsa is behind me, and the Dome of the Rock is right in front of me, and that's where we are heading right now. So this is the Dome of the Rock. I did show you a live, good morning Karan bhai. So I did show you a live picture of it yesterday during Friday prayers, but today, as it's Saturday and it's a little bit more, let's just say the security levels are one step down, so we can get through a lot more today than we did yesterday. So I decided to come back, and hopefully we'll be able to say a bit more about what's happening here, and also
we'll come back for
this is Hamza.
Hello. We'll come back for Asr, and then I think it's closed right now, and then after namaz we can show everyone around the Dome of the Rock.
Okay. So the main Dome of the Rock, as you can see there, is closed at the moment.
I can tell you a little bit about the outside anyway. So
go on.
When the Ottomans came, when Salahuddin came, they wanted to build like a majestic structure as it is right now. So this small structure you see here was just a template and a sample of what he wanted it to look like, and he told the builders who was making it, this is what I want it to be like, exactly like this, and then it turned into the Dome of the Rock itself. And it's nice that they've actually kept that part, just to give an idea. And you can see the archways and the structures over there. Gives you an example of what the temple used to look like when King Solomon was around, and when the different empires came.
Good morning, Hamza. Not this Hamza, but Catherine. Hey Ali, you look like you look warmer than us. Yes, it's very warm here. It's 22 here today. So in Jerusalem, this is what you can expect. But guys, I've got loads of videos which I've recorded underground as well. So under the basement.
We didn't have any signal to go live.
Yeah, under the basement of the mosque, but obviously there was no signal there. So
and you can see these holes in the floor here. I believe it's the Ottomans, or it might be a different empire before that. They dug holes in the ground so that when it rained, all the water would go through here. So you can see they were a lot more clever than we were. Yeah.
And that one behind me, the Golden Dome behind me. So
that Golden Dome is the church where Christians believe Hazrat Maryam is buried. So Mary, that's where Christians believed Mary is buried. That's the tomb of Mary right there. It's not known the exact location of where her tomb is, but yeah, that's one of the locations where they believe it is. and inshallah, if we do find time, we'll try and go down there and show you guys.
Salams to Hamza Berat. Hamza, salam. So there you go. I don't know if you can see behind me the golden dome, just about there. Yeah, that's where Hazrat Maryam, or Mary, mother of Jesus, is believed to have been buried. So, okay, I'm getting a few more messages. Good morning to you, Larry. Hope you're good. Going to be calling into big debate later on today. So, if you guys, if you haven't been on the big debate yet, so the big debate is 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time on 99.8 FM. So do tune in then. Ali Akhlaq, well done, buddy. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. It's really kind of you. These are the sort of comments we need to know that we're doing the right thing. So thank you so much. And it's almost time for prayer here right now. So what I'm going to do is I might have to switch off for a while, but do stay tuned, because we will be back live, and then hopefully I can take you inside to the Dome of the Rock later on this afternoon. But do stay tuned. I have lots of videos that I've made underneath the mosque itself, the Masjid Aqsa and the Dome of the Rock, but obviously because I couldn't get a signal there, I couldn't do a live broadcast. So what I will do is I will upload those videos later on. Till then, stay tuned.
Sorry about that, guys. We had a bit of technical difficulties. Bound to happen. So yeah, we were just describing about the seven heavens, and we got to the last heaven, which is the seventh heaven, and this is where Prophet Muhammad actually met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He met God, and we explained to him this is what you need to do for the Muslims, and this is in terms of prayer, this is how many times you should be praying. And the first time,
Say hi to Ali.
oh, hi Ali. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first said to Prophet Muhammad, pray 50 times. Then he went back to Prophet Moses to ask Prophet Moses of his opinion, and Prophet Moses said, because I have been here before, I have the experience of the children of Israel, this is going to be too much for your people, so you need to go back to Allah and say, reduce it even further. And then he went back to Allah and said, can you please reduce it? And he reduced it by 10, so now it's 40. Went back to Prophet Moses. Prophet Moses said the same thing. He kept going back and forth until he reached 5 daily prayers. And then after that, this is where the night journey was about to end. He came back down to the rock, went back to the Buraq, the horse, and rode all the way back to Mecca. And this is the journey of Isra and Miraj. And sorry for the interruptions in between, but if you do want to go and do your own research, then definitely read up about it, because it's one of the most amazing stories, even if you're not Muslim. It's just something so surreal to read, and something really special as well. So this is the significance of this place, guys.
Yeah, there was an entrance downstairs.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I'll take you there. This is going to show you the beneath the
So what we're going to do now is go downstairs, and like I said, if you guys have any questions, then do type them up, and so I can read it, and then maybe I can ask the questions that you might want to ask. I've got to keep quiet because there's people praying. And Hamza said. Sorry, I dropped the phone. Assalamu alaikum. So I showed you from the eastern side of the wall that the entrance of where the old entrance was, and this, what you can see now behind me, is the other side of the entrance from what you saw earlier on was from the street side, and this is from the inside of the compound. And this is also the place where apparently the crown was kept at the time. Obviously I don't know where the crown is now, but there you go, there's the crown where it was kept at the time. This is the compound inside Masjid Aqsa. This is like the back of the compound. We have the school on one side, and then we also have the offices of the people who look after this place. It's a bit sunny, so I can't, not really being able to see much in the camera, so I don't know if I'm even looking good on the camera, but there you go. So stay tuned, don't go away, because I'll be doing more live videos showing you more of the same, more around the compound and exactly what's happening, where and how and why, giving you a little bit of commentary on the background as well. So stay tuned, don't go away. Hi guys, so some of the things that you won't expect to see in a mosque, in a typical mosque at least, is things like the structures behind me. What you can see is evidence of the Byzantine times or King Solomon times. These are structures that were made up then. This is in the courtyard of the Grand Mosque of Masjid Aqsa. So this is everything that's happening up there. Ali Akhlaq, good morning. What is it there now? Yeah, good morning, 11:30 to you. Farganda, good morning to you as well. What you are watching is me at live from Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem, and I will be taking you inside Masjid Aqsa as well, which oh gosh, I think you can see behind me. Okay, well, you will see eventually behind me. And yeah, so this is like the courtyard of the mosque. So while I'm here, if you guys are watching and anything in particular you want me to check it out, then do write up your messages and I can take you to that particular area of the mosque as I go. So we're going to move on to the mosque, which is next to Masjid Aqsa. What's that called?
This is the Burak Masjid we are going to now, and the Burak Masjid.
This is Hamza.
Hello. The Burak Masjid is known for, the reason why it's called Burak is because this is the animal that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ rode on the night of Isra and Miraj, and this is the first time he came to Jerusalem, and this is when he first ascended to heaven at the Dome of the Rock, into the seven heavens. So we're going to head there now.
Okay, I'll come back live once we're up there. I'll keep it on? Okay, I'm gonna keep it on. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions that you would like answered, or if you have any questions that any places in particular that you want to see, then do let me know. Put up the messages and I can go there, hopefully. So here we are going inside the mosque. Assalamu alaikum. It's down the stairs, look. It's all the way down the stairs. Follow me. Your head. Watch my head. It's like watch Hamza's head. There you go.
So this is another part of the masjid that is older than the main Masjid al-Aqsa that we see today, and the main part of this is where Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, this is where it said he tied up his the buraq and the animal, and the description of the animal is it's between the size of a donkey and a mule. So if you were to imagine it or picture it, it's like a horse, a white horse that has two wings on either side. And this is where it said that he tied it up, and this is where he sat with the buraq, and this is the main significance of this masjid.
And this masjid is next to Masjid Aqsa, at the Dome of the Rock.
Yeah, it's all within the same area.
So we're still in the compound.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, this wall here, this was open before, and a long time ago it had been closed off, so no one else could enter from that side.
You can see the structures are all original from what it used to be in those days.
Yeah, again, you can see back when we were in the other masjid, in the original Masjid al-Aqsa underground, it's still got the same structure in terms of the size of the bricks and the size of the wall. So it's still all under the same building. And I think now we're going to head over to the Dome of the Rock, and we'll explain a little bit about the Dome of the Rock itself and what it contains and the meaning behind it.
Okay. Hamza knows a lot more about this than I do, as you can see. He's
Not
been
too
here.
much. I'm still learning.
He's been here a lot longer, so
I'm still learning.
somebody send him a thumbs up. Well, there you go. You got 2 thumbs up already. Okay, I'm gonna go switch off and then I'll be back on. Hi, so right now I'm in the other part of the basement of Masjid Aqsa, and in Islam, for what we believe in is that the Qibla was first here in Jerusalem. You know, you see people praying in one particular direction in the mosque and everything, and it's all towards Mecca. But before Mecca, it used to be Jerusalem, which is why Jerusalem is one of the earliest cities in Islam. So here in the basement, what I'm going to show you is actually where the first Qibla was. And apparently this is the place where the first Qibla was. This is the original stones of the first Qibla, or behind it were, some of it maybe was the first Qibla. And this part of the mosque is the original mosque, the one that we see above, like the Dome of the Rock, and is actually what was built by King Solomon, and this is the original mosque from when the days when the Kaaba or the Qibla as we know it was here in Jerusalem. So I'm gonna go down the stairs now. And the chanting that you hear in the back is now, this place is actually used as a school for, and you hear children learning the Quran and everything. Okay, so
So now we are in the original Masjid al-Aqsa, underneath the main mosque, which you will see today. And just to show you, to put it in perspective, King Solomon, or Prophet Suleiman as we know him, had help from the jinns to build this mosque. And you can see by the size of the pillars that no mankind or no human being could have ever created this kind of structure. So this is just proof and evidence that the jinns helped Prophet Suleiman to build such a kingdom and palace. And let me just take it towards here. You can see the size of the stones, how big they are. And again, this is the proof and evidence that Prophet Suleiman had help from the jinns to build the mosque. There wasn't any technology, there was no kind of equipment back in them days to build such a kind of structure. And over here is the library. Well, it is now a library now, but before this is where Salahuddin entered and blocked off the mosque from anyone else entering. And you can see here the structure of the pillars. This is what it used to look like. So if you look all the way up there, that was the architecture of how it used to be. And I'll just bring you in here. Look at this. Look how big this stones are. I can't even tell you where it stops. It's just a huge structure. The ceiling. I'll just take you into this room. So this room right now is a bit warmer than usual. That's right, isn't it, Ali?
It's a lot warmer.
As you can see this well here, so I'll tell you a bit of the story about it. Just point down here. So this is where Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, one of his wives, wanted to come to Jerusalem, and she wasn't fit or healthy enough to come here. So she asked the Prophet, what can I give or what can I do, to make sure that I fulfill my wish? And the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, why don't you give some oil as a sadaqah? So she gave him some oil. He came to Jerusalem and poured the oil down the well, and this is what heated up the whole mosque. So that's the story behind this well. And now we're going to visit the Buraq Masjid and tell you a bit about that.
What's really amazing about this is the structures and the pillars that you see behind me. The ancient structures, the size of them, the literal size of them, it's just amazing to see. And it's all underground as well, which we're about 4 stories underneath Masjid Aqsa that you are seeing here around me, the place of the first Qibla in the Islamic world. So I'm going inside to the mosque.
This is the original mosque. This is what it used to look like.
This is the original mosque and what it used to look like. Inside the mosque.
This is a door that was made and it was closed off for anyone to stop anyone entering the mosque.
This is the point where the phone battery runs out and I'm gonna have to stop the video at some point.
I'll quickly just show you.
لم أجعل كنيسة القيامة الله أعلم هاي الصورة لأنه زمن ما كانش فيه تصوير.
نعم.
اليوم كل شيء فيه.
يعني هي مقارنة يمكن
الله أعلم. الله بيعلم.
وحمزة عمه كان معاه هنا لما جا صلى هنا؟
لا هذا حمزة شو اسمه؟
So this is a picture of what it looked like when Hazrat Umar first entered Jerusalem. So this man here is Hazrat Umar, and on the camel is Bilal, and that is another Sahaba. And when he first entered Jerusalem, the people, all these people here were surprised, like how can such a pious person enter Jerusalem walking with a camel and not on the camel? Because before he entered, he said to Bilal, "You go onto the camel and I'll walk with you into the city." And this just took people by surprise. And people were just amazed by the kind of generosity and humbleness he had. And then after this, when he entered the city, then he went straight to the church and then he spoke to the Christians at that time who were ruling the whole city.
كيف؟
الحين من يفتحوا يسكر؟
مسلمين.
مسلمين محددين عندهم هي عائلة.
Right, so here I am in the basement of the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and as you can see behind me, this is the basement of the mosque. See the tunnels underneath, and I'm walking in to that side. And what I'm going to do is show you what's it like on the inside. Obviously I couldn't do this as a live video simply because that there was no network coverage. Sorry, are we okay to carry on? Okay, sorry, I'm with friends. And so that's why this is a recorded video and not a live video. But it was live at the time, hey? And we're going. This is the place where Zachariah was feeding Bibi Maryam. For all our non-Muslim friends, Bibi Maryam is referred the mother of Jesus is referred to as Bibi Maryam in Islam. So this is where was her resting place. It's like going down through about 6 volts of tunnels that we're going through, right down to the very bottom. The walls, you've probably seen sometimes videos and messages come across to you that the walls of the Masjid Aqsa Mosque is crumbling or something. Well, here you can actually see it for real. It's absolutely amazing to be here. I can't believe that I'm actually here. But there you go, look. Some of the walls from the basement of the mosque. As you can see behind me, they are being restorated. I have to be quiet because people are praying around here. But this is where the basement of the mosque is. As you can see, I'm being called. Sorry. Wait. Hamza's calling.
So this used to be King Solomon's stable, and this is where he used to tie his horses here.
Say that again.
So this used to be King Solomon's stable, and right here where the holes are, this is where he used to tie his horses.
Okay.
And we'll go further down now.
Yeah.
We see the main thing.
Okay. So we are right now about 4 floors down into the basement of Masjid Aqsa Mosque, and I'm going to take you to some more sites within the basement. As you can see, look around me. Trying not to go too fast. Here there is some more history around here. This is the roof. We're now walking up to the other side of the basement where we came down from. We're going to walk up. So you see behind me is look. It's quite steep steps here.
So I'm just going to point out, as you can see, these steps can see the width and the size of the steps, and this is just proof of how tall the prophets used to be back in their times. That's just a bit of evidence there. And this room here is where it's believed where Hazrat Maryam used to rest, and this is where she used to live. And it's also believed, is it by the Christians, where Prophet Isa alayhi salam was looked after?
No, this is just where she would stay, and then
Yeah, this is where she would stay.
Zachariah would come from up there to like give her food and breakfast.
Yeah, so Hazrat Maryam's uncle used to bring her food and fruit, and one time he brought her food, and he looked inside the room and there was already fruit there, and he asked Hazrat Maryam, like, how have you got this? And she said, by the power of Allah. So it's a very significant place. Yeah. Can't really see much. But so that is either a bathing area, or it could be where she used to sleep, or something else.
Okay. So. He's worried about nothing. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're done now. We're gonna go move.
So it absolutely feels amazing to be here. Pretty shocking as well. Going back down towards the place where we started from. This is the other side of the basement of Masjid Aqsa, all the way through. As you can see, it looks like quite a few new stones have been laid up there, but these stones down here seems to be like the original ones. It's pretty awesome to be here. Quite something for me to be able to walk these steps here, and it's an absolutely amazing place to be. It has this sense of I don't know, I can't even describe it, but it's the sense of being here just makes me so emotional. It's so emotionally strong, the feeling. Okay, what I'm walking up to now is another door into the basement. I believe that this is where the kings, when they used to bring their horses and everything, when somebody used to come for an audience with the king or something, this is where the doors that they used to use at that time. So this is another entrance. So carry on walking down. So this part of the mosque is used when there's a lot of people coming in, like for Friday prayers or something, but it's not usually that busy. Today is Saturday, and it's obviously not busy on here on a Saturday, but like yesterday, there was a risk yesterday of people having a protest outside, so there might have been a lot of people here yesterday when you saw me on the live video. Okay, sorry I had to stop there because we lost signal downstairs and underneath, but Rani Rose, and a good hello to you.
We've got something else to show you. Yeah. One last thing. So inside here is where it's believed Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's footprint is, and obviously you guys can't smell it, but you can actually smell the fragrance inside, and they do put fresh like mud into this area every week, or I think it's every month, and the smell is just absolutely beautiful. I don't think you can really describe it, can you, Ali?
I can smell it right now. It's like a metaphor, like
Yeah,
attar type.
yeah, like a attar kind of smell.
Yeah.
Something that you would normally smell if you went to Mecca or Medina.
For those of you guys who just joined us, we are at Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem, inside the Dome of the Rock, and this is Hamza.
Hello.
That's Hamza, and that's me. Yeah, and this is what we was explaining. You got a light or something that you
Yeah,
can shine
yeah,
into it, and
yeah.
maybe we can have a look.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and show you inside. Don't know how much of it you will be able to see, but here you go.
Maybe go closer. Maybe a bit.
Yeah. Sure.
That's it.
So, okay. So yeah. So this is inside Masjid Aqsa, inside the Dome of the Rock. You've been listening to me, Ali. Ali Akhlaq. Welcome back to you again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to be doing some more live broadcasts, but probably from some of the other places which are significant to the Christian faith as well, and to the Western world, to the Jewish faith as well, if I can get there. And then let me show you a little bit around the shopping areas as well. But do stay tuned. 99.8 FM on Awaz Radio, DAB Digital in South Hampshire, and across the world on awazfm.co.uk. This is Ali signing out for a little while. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Watch out for the live videos coming up. Okay guys, welcome back. So here I am at the entrance of the Dome of the Rock, and we're going to go inside the Dome of the Rock. I'm going to try and show you a bit more than what I did yesterday. If you remember yesterday that we came inside and we only saw a little bit of the Dome of the Rock because it was Friday and also it was quite busy. So today Hamza is going to come back and join me in a minute, and then he's going to give us a bit of history as well. But here you can read a little bit about the comments of that is written here. So Mayuma asked Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, or messenger of Allah, tell us about Jerusalem. He said, Jerusalem is the land of the gathering and the resurrection. Go there and pray in it. For one prayer in it is the equivalent of 1,000 prayers in other places. Mayuma asked, what if I could not reach it? He said, then you can send a gift of oil to light its lanterns. For he who does this, it is as if he has traveled to it. So this is inside the Dome of the Rock. And I'm going to now show you the rock itself. The rock is here. I'm going to show you, see if I can get up on the chairs. There you go. This is the actual rock that fell onto earth from the skies and is now here at Jerusalem. And I don't know if I can touch it or not, but there you go. MashaAllah. Touch the dome at the Dome of the Rock. So this is inside the Dome of the Rock. Wa alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah. Nafis Islam, thank you for coming online. Good morning to you, Nafis. Hope you're well. This is inside the Dome of the Rock at Masjid Aqsa complex, and right now I'm showing you the rock which is inside at the Dome of the Rock that you can see. I'm waiting for Hamza, my friend, who will tell us a little bit more about this and some historical facts that you might want to know about it. And if you have any questions, then do type them up now so that I can ask him when he comes, and hopefully I can give you some answers to your questions. But let's go round to the other side. Sorry, I had to jump off there. Okay, so we're going to go around to the other side of the dome. This part here is, I don't know what they're doing, but obviously there's something in there that they were touching. So let's have a look. I believe it's part of the stones that they're touching there. So let's have a look.
شكلك مرشح.
What are you finding? This is actually, you're touching the stone inside, mashallah. Stone at the bottom of the rock, which I am, as you can see, sticking my hand through, touching through the rock. You can see, you can feel the stone. It's a little bit feeling like when I went to Mecca and I was touching the stone at the Kaaba. This is the same stone to that as well. So I don't know. Can't really see inside that much. There you go. So we're gonna walk around. This is inside the Dome of the Rock. I'm not sure what is the entrance. There's an entrance to a lower ground floor there, as you can see. I'm not sure if we are allowed in there, but maybe we'll go in there a little bit later on. And so I'm walking around to the other side at the dome, and I want to show you the dome itself, which hopefully you can see right now. This is the dome, inside the Dome of the Rock. So there you have it, guys. This is the Dome of the Rock, as you can see. And if you've just joined us, then this is a live broadcast from Jerusalem, Masjid Aqsa compound, and I am right now inside the Dome of the Rock Masjid, bringing you this live broadcast, and just waiting for my guide who will give us a little bit of history, but it feels absolutely awesome to be here, very emotional. The awe and the splendor, the grandeur is just absolutely, words can't describe how I feel right now. But I am so happy and so glad that I am here, mashallah. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can go downstairs. Let's have a look. Yeah, my guide is here.
The tour guide is back. Okay, let me tell you. So this is the rock. This is why they call it the Dome of the Rock, because above it is the dome. This is the rock where Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came and ascended to the heavens, and I'm just going to read out to you exactly what happened on that night. The night is called Isra and Miraj, so if you would like to research on it yourself, you can. Isra, I-S-R-A, and Miraj, M-A-R-A-J. I'll just explain to you briefly what happened on that night. So
And if you guys have any questions, type them up now so we can ask.
yeah, so the night started in Mecca, and it's when Prophet Muhammad woke up during the night. Some people say it actually happened in real life. Some people say it was a dream. We don't actually know. Only Allah knows best. And he rode a horse with a wing on either side, and it was a white horse. And previous to the video that we were there, it's called the Buraq, and that's how the Buraq Masjid, that's where it came from. So when he came to this rock and ascended to heaven, the angel Gabriel, angel Jibreel, took him to the first heaven, the first level of heaven, and he met Prophet Adam alayhi salam, and that was his father. And angel Jibreel said, go meet your father. And then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam met Prophet Adam, and Prophet Adam said to Prophet Muhammad, this is my pure son. And then after he met Prophet Adam alayhi salam, he then went on to go to the second heaven. And hold on, I've got my notes mixed up. There we go. Yeah, so the second heaven, the angel Jibreel again asked the gatekeeper of the heaven to enter the second heaven, and the gatekeeper asked angel Jibreel, who is with you? And angel Jibreel said, Prophet Muhammad. And the gatekeeper said, has he been given his mission? And angel Jibreel said again, yes. And then that's when the gatekeeper allowed them to enter the second heaven, and this is where they met the Prophet Yahya, or Prophet John, as it is known. And Prophet Muhammad exchanged greetings with him, and then they moved on to the third heaven. And again, the exchange happened with the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper let them enter, and this is where they met Prophet Joseph, or Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. And this is where Prophet Muhammad described the beauty of Prophet Yusuf, as he was known. He was known to be the most beautiful human being ever to have existed. And then so then the Prophet Muhammad went to the fourth heaven with angel Jibreel, and that's where he met Prophet Idris. And this is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or God, described as being elevated to a very high level as he reached the fourth level. And then they went on to the fifth heaven, where he met Prophet Aaron, who was the brother of Moses. And
Right, good evening everybody. It's now almost 7 o'clock here at Masjid Aqsa in Jerusalem. Time for me to go home, time for me to make my way back to Tel Aviv, to my hotel, and then back to the UK after that. Just wanted to say to everybody that thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for joining me on the live broadcast here in Jerusalem. And yes, I have done dua for everybody. And just wanted to say, one of the things that came to my mind is that the Muslims are praying, bowing down to Allah. The Christians are praying to bow down to Jesus, and then we have the Wailing Wall, where we have the where we have the Shukran, where we have the Western Wall. I didn't manage to go to the Western Wall quite simply because I wasn't allowed in. I think the fact that I'm wearing chilling factor in that. But nevertheless, I did try my best, so I apologize to our Jewish friends in Southampton who may have wanted to see, but I couldn't get in, unfortunately. I did go to the church and I did go to Masjid Aqsa, as you can see. Apart from that, everything is good. It's now evening here. It's getting a little bit chilly. It's getting a bit cold, but I'm okay. I'm good. It's just getting back to the UK now, so my flight back is tomorrow. And for all of you who guys have joined me, I just wish you a beautiful day ahead. Thank you for joining. This is Ali on Hours Radio, live from Jerusalem, at the Dome of the Rock, bringing you all the news from the Middle East, and that's all. Good night. Okay, so here I am inside the markets of Masjid Aqsa, outside on the main Broadway, if you like. Well, fantastic area to be in, really nice, and lots of things to do, lots of different types of shops, as you can see, jewelry shops and clothes shops and antiques and ornaments that you can see here. Shoe shops, you can see there, look. Food shops, some of the Arabic foods, sweets. There's some jewelry shops on the side. Lots of jewelry shops on this side. Again, more jewelry shops on that side. Clothes shops. This is actually, it sort of goes on forever and forever. And then you got the juice guys there, look. Dates, Arabic sweets, and there's quite a lot of them actually. Some sweet shops there. It's all like a bustling market that happens around here, and then you've got odd food shops like this one here, which is making kebabs and all that sort of stuff. But most of them you'll have like clothes shops or shops for things like dates and spices and that sort of stuff, and then some antiquities. So most of it is like that. That's a little bit of the inside of the souk, the market, inside, just outside Masjid Aqsa. And now I'm heading towards the Christian section, and hopefully I'm going to be showing you the mosque, not the mosque, the church at the Christian section, and then if we get a chance I might take you over to the Western Wall, and maybe we can have a look down there. But that all depends on what security is like down there, and then we'll see how far we get. Okay. So hi guys, I'm in Jerusalem in the market area, and just thought I'm going to quickly give you an update on what's happening. So I'm going to be going to have something to eat and then hopefully charge up my phone up there, and then once I've charged up my phone, then we'll go to the Christian areas and the Jewish areas, the Jewish quarters, and see if good evening, good afternoon everybody. Right now I am inside the Church of the Holy Scripture. The Church of the Holy Scripture, which is sacred to Christians across Jerusalem. There you can see the entrance there. And we're going to walk inside the main church now. So that's the main entrance to it. And Rob, if you're watching, this one's for you. I hope you like it. This is very sacred.
So right in front of us there is a huge queue, and this is where it is believed, where Christians believe where Jesus is buried, and this is his tomb here. and this queue can last for 2, 3, 4 hours, depending on what the time of day is.
See, the queue is quite long, and I don't think that I will get a chance to go inside because it's too long, unfortunately. But for our Christian listeners, we have the opportunity of seeing it from the outside, at least from here. So I don't know if I can get the view from the front. So I'm going to try and get a view from the front. See if there's a way that I can see. That is the entrance. Fortunately, I don't think I will have time to go inside, but you can see from here the entrance, and I'm not sure if anybody can see what is below inside. But this is about as close as I'm going to get to it right now. Yeah, you can see the structure of the dome and the ceiling.
Lo cubres aquí en cada colina que gira. Vamos a la colina. La idea es hacer procesión alrededor.
So there I am at the other side of the church, and here you can see the significance. I don't know what is the significance of this, unfortunately, but I'm sure somebody will be able to tell us at some point. And what I'm going to do is also light a candle. It's my little candle that I'm lighting. That's my little prayer in the Christian church. So earlier on we was talking about the Church of the Holy Scripture, and as you can see there, you can see just there. You can see the sign that says the Church of the Holy Scripture, and Hazrat Umar asked the Christians of the city if he could pray here, and they offered to allow him to pray next to them, but because he didn't want it to become a Muslim invasion or anything like that, a Muslim church, so what he done is he asked for them to have space next to the church where he could pray. And right now behind me is where you see the Mosque of Umar, and this is right next to the Church of the Holy Scripture, and here you will see the entrance. Right now I think we will be able to go in or not? Yeah. So we're gonna go in. So here we go. The mosque is open.
So this side of the wall is mainly new. What you see here right now. Before, the entrance was on that wall, and it was just going through there. And that's the window area. All of this is new, by the way. And this is the peace covenant, the peace treaty. So this is where they believe Jesus was laying down when he passed away, and this is where they were watering down his body, or as we say, ghusl. And this is why you're seeing the women. They are just doing like a patting motion on the table itself. It's like a marble kind of material.
So this is the stone where they believe that his body was laid and washed at this place, and many people will come here, as you can see, and it has a religious significance for them. So this is important for them.
That's the picture just to represent.
And as you know, Christians all over the world during the Crusades, lots of paintings are made about the Crusades and what happened. As you can see on the wall behind me, this is inside the church of the Protestant church. For those of you on Christian faith, maybe you will be able to understand and tell me more about the significance of this, but obviously my knowledge is limited on this one, so I apologize for that. But we go on.
Yeah.
Now we're going upstairs onto the balcony.
25 minutes.
1 minute. Okay. Oh, sorry. Looks like we have to wait for 25 minutes before we can go upstairs on that one.
That's just where up there is where they believe Jesus was crucified on the cross.
Okay. So we'll try and come back to that if we get time. Let's have a look. We'll move on.
Estão vendo que é cerca de América, tá vendo?
Some of these things I won't know the significance of, but for those who do know, it's all inside the church and you can see what's inside. Going around, see the different areas.
Если Иисус это бураш, скажите, как бураш? Закалывать. Что в этой истории должен появиться человек, который закалывает его как бураш. Пасхальный мир.
So this is the first room where Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab first entered the church and into Jerusalem, and he asked the Christians if he and the Muslims could enter Jerusalem, and the Christians said yes, of course you can. Would you like to pray with us? And Hazrat Umar said no, because if I enter and pray here, then the Muslims behind me will follow me, then there may be a chaos and a war after that. So that's when he opened Masjid Umar, which is next to this church, and we're going to go to that shortly. So this is the whole room here.
As you can see, it's being renovated as well. And that's coming down from the main church, the entrance that we went into earlier on. Now we're going to go into the mosque next door to the church. Hi guys, so here I am at the beach in Palestine, and this is my last day here, so I'll be coming home after this. I hope to see you all again when I get home. And it's been a great few days that I've been visiting here in Palestine, in Tel Aviv and in Israel, and it's been quite a journey learning all about the three different main faiths: the Jewish faith, the Christian faith, and of course the Islamic faith. It's been an enjoyable week that I've been here, and I hope you guys have learned a lot as well, and I hope you guys have enjoyed what I have been putting up on Facebook. Right now I'm at the beach and enjoying myself for the last few hours that I have before I head back to the UK, because my flight's in the next 2-3 hours that I have to leave for the airport, because the airport is a good hour away from where I am. So apart from that, I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and my request to you all is stay happy, be happy, enjoy Awaz, enjoy the things that we are doing here at Awaz, and all the things that we are bringing you. And yeah, apart from that, it's been a great time here, enjoying myself, and until the next one days when we meet again. But I will hopefully see you guys all at Cafe Awaz tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. on 99.8 FM. This is Ali signing out. Take care. Bye bye.